everyone scan that QR code. I dare you. We'll give you a metaphorical cookie if you do it. Sweat it. I hope that QR code actually works. I did test it once, but then I don't know if the compression after saving it in PowerPoint is gonna change it up at all. But either way, welcome back. It is Wednesday, once again. And once again... once again, thankfully, I don't have nothing prepared this time. I actually have a sketch layer. We're actually drawing the usual spider boyo again, except this time it's at an angle that I'm completely unfamiliar with. Mostly unfamiliar, actually. And maybe 50-50 unfamiliar with, I'd say. But yes, we're doing this whole deal today, because just yesterday, an artist that I've been following for a while did this pose with one of their characters, and it inspired somebody else in the server that I was in the artist server. It inspired somebody else in that server, and then it inspired me. And then I said to everybody, we are now legally obligated to make our own characters doing this pose. So here I am, fulfilling that obligation. And at the very least, we actually have a sketch layer this time around for a stream. Lighting on this one might be a bit tricky. And maybe not, honestly. I just need to extend the shadow out, maybe shrink the hole. Or maybe actually, hang on, I got an idea. I'm going to highlight everything. See, copy all of that. And then, let's see. How am I gonna do this? Rotate it. Okay, start, then... here. That works. That's good enough. I could live with that. Okay, that is if Clip Studio Paint doesn't explode or anything. Because things are loading right now. Now, I would like to say that I could probably jump straight into the sketching layer here, but... is there any but, actually? Might not be. Might be no but here. might be just a little bit quieter as usual, if I'm being honest. Probably a decent idea to start with legs first. First time. Might try doing that more often now. Because it's usually the millions and millions of spider legs that are the most tedious part of drawing this character in particular. Also, there is a chance that this stream might be on the shorter side than usual. I know I always say that, but this time I have a certain reason, and that reason is Super Earth is in danger. And my brother is playing the game right now. And I would like to, except I'm doing this right now. And I'm in the mood to just kind of chill for the time being. Hello. Hello, Unscripted. Good to see you. And thanks for stopping by. Awesome drawing. This is still into super mega early beta stages, but regardless, thank you. I don't know how often I'm gonna have to explain what exactly this pose or what this meme is, but it's one that I only found out literally yesterday. After an artist that I found... Hello. Good to see you here as well. This is of a pose to a meme that an artist that I follow made their own character, one of their own characters doing it, and inspired somebody else in their server to do with their character as well, and then it inspired me, finally. So now we're probably going to be seeing just a wave of people from that server in particular doing this with their characters, and it's going to be amazing. If you don't know, this is, let's see, you bend down on your knees, this is my first time explaining this. You bend down on your knees, you put your hands like this, you extend 3 fingers out, and then your silhouette just makes a cat. Makes a cat with distinct whiskers and ears, except for this guy in particular, it's gonna have a bunch of spider legs as well, which is gonna look really funny, if not a bit obscured. But hopefully I could pull off making it look decent. Ah, yes. This isn't really chilling out or relaxing music, but still. It maybe sort of somewhat fits with the art streams. I'm gonna deal with this leg here and then get started on actually drawing everything else. This might be the only song in the entire album that might be a bit tricky talking over, because looking at OBS, my voice and the music are actually kind of balancing out. Come on.
Thank you.
Hello. Welcome, a username I will not say out loud. Welcome FK. Let's see here. More people. Is that a scorpion something? No, this is kind of an odd way to introduce this character. This is the character that has been appearing in all the other art stream thumbnails. Actually, hang on. I just get out the CSP file. This is a character that I made that I hope to also turn into a possible VTuber upgrade someday. There we go. This is who the character is. And right now, I'm making right now I'm doing a certain meme pose that I only found out literally yesterday after an artist that I followed did it with one of their own characters. And then inspired somebody else in that artist server to do it with their character, and now it's inspiring me to do it with this guy here. So that's what we're doing today. Completely unrelated to any of that, though. I hope at least somebody out there scan the QR code in the thumbnail. You won't regret it, I guarantee you. No, it does not lead to never gonna give you up. I promise you that. I genuinely promise you that. It does not lead to Rick Astley at all. So it has a spider stomach. He has a spider abdomen, where the spider abdomen usually goes. But I don't really understand the hands thingy. It's kind of like I'm not gonna say one of the suits that Spider-Man wore, the really high-tech one, because I designed this character without Spider-Man, the superhero, at all in mind. And I'm pretty sure characters with spider legs on their, well, humanoid characters with spider legs on their backs have existed in the past. So I was kind of inspired by those. More than superhero that everybody knows. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. No, that is not anybody else's Minecraft client running in the background. That's coming from this. Just to whomever may be listening. This is not the Omni-Man pose. That's a different pose. This is, how do I provide a decent example? Hang on, I'm gonna see if I could pull out a decent example of this somewhere. No, there's one around here somewhere. To add an image onto the screen. Let's see how well this works. Alright, here we go. This should work. Ah, crud. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. Everything is exploding at once. Here we go. This is what we're looking at. This is by the artist. This is a work in progress. The one that inspired me from the artist known as Beer. B-E-R-E. Beer. Where you crunch yourself up into this position and then your silhouette or your shadow just creates a little cat. It's fun. It's actually one of the only good songs from Minecraft after I left C418's agree to mostly disagree. Agree to mostly disagree on that. On Minecraft music not being as good anymore after C418 stopped composing for it. Because a lot of the songs in the, I think it was the Caves and Cliffs update, are already, I'd say, go as far as to say they're already in the memory vault as much as some of the other Minecraft tracks, even though they weren't composed by C418. I think it's pretty cute, to be honest. If you can pull it off cleanly, I certainly hope I can. Because I'm not super familiar with drawing this perspective of the humanoid body, I guess you could say. Because I imagine most other artists am just mostly familiar with 3/4 angles and front-facing angles. And that's really about it for me. Probably wouldn't have hurt to also to use one of the Clip Studio Paint model references, like I did in the past for another piece for an angle like this one. Not sure if I could show that one for the record, but maybe another time. What's the most advanced angle I have drawn? Actually, I got it. Maybe it was this one right here, sort of. I did use the 3D models for this one, though. This was a lot of fun to do, as well. How many times have I actually drawn the back of a head? Wait, it was also this one, where I didn't trace over a Clip Studio Paint 3D model, but I did have it side by side. I like this one as well. This one was fun too. Alright, but back to all this, back to reality, I guess you could say. Did them pretty good. I think the hand sketch could become a bit better if I say so. If you say so yourselves. To which I say, yeah, I absolutely agree. I am probably not all that great at drawing hands yet. But I mean, what artist is, if I'm being honest, at least when they're starting out, relatively. I only started getting serious about drawing, it was at the end of last year, so pretty much the start of last year, I'd say. It was December 2023, to be specific. well, good night. It's been a long night for me. I'll try to see your streams whenever I find you. Alright then. Honestly, yeah, it's, even though it's only 5:30 right now, it's also nearing my own bedtime. Because unfortunately I have to wake up at like 2 a.m. in the morning. But thanks for stopping by regardless, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Honestly, I might just do the lining layer here, and then the hands are looking pretty good with the nails. I've been meaning to try drawing nails again. And thank you for the encouragement. I'll keep it like that for now. We'll get back to that later. And I'll get to this later as well. I might have to get out that one tool for this. Ah, there we go. Alright, we are going to go up to, I think, an hour. And I'll see how I feel from there. the most horribly annoying part that I was going to be dreading for this piece, and that's drawing all the spider legs a second time. At least they don't need to be as detailed this time around. Alternatively, I guess, hang on, what if I like, I don't want to say cheating, but what if I, oh wait. No. Right. Okay, I guess I'm doing this the hard way then. If I had thought to put the legs on a completely different layer, then maybe I could have cheat my way out of that, but I did not. Know whether or not this song gets copyright striked at all on YouTube. I know one other song did, but I'm not so sure about this one. Ah, yes, thank you for reminding me to play this game when I'm finished here. Because chances are, I doubt it, but yeah, no, he's not online anymore. My brother was playing this game about half an hour ago, but he's stopped since then. Actually, I'm gonna do the colors here, and then I'm gonna finish up the all the millions of spider legs for the cat shadow. And I think I'm going to call it a day for her. Fred. knew something looked off for a second there. This is actually coming along pretty well now that I'm looking at it. This leg right here, that very last one, this one seems just a tiny bit off though. Also, that thing I said about doing the legs on the cat shadow, I guess you could say, I might save that for another time, because I think right now is a good place to wrap things up. Like I usually say, and like I just said right now, I'm pretty happy with how this is starting out. Especially since I didn't actually use a 3D model that Clip Studio Paint this time around. This time I just had a reference off to the side, instead of just tracing over something, which I feel like I want to get a hang of more often, instead of tracing around a 3D model. As handy as that is, and as good as you can make it still look, I would just like to get more of a hang of drawing without the 3D model. Unless it's for a more advanced pose. Kind of like this one, but I managed to get this far without it, thankfully. And this time at about exactly an hour. Exactly an hour time mark. And hey, at least I'm not drawing a face this time around either. So, should be grateful for that. But either way, I said I was gonna wrap this up, so there we go. Realsies this time. If you stuck around for this long, thank you for sticking around, and thank you for tuning in general. Thank you for FK as well. So I'm not gonna say that name out loud, for livening up the chat a bit. And thanks for everyone else who chatted as well. So, until next time, I'll see everybody later. Have a very, very good one. Goodbye. See you next Wednesday.